In this episode, we're going to be updating how the ECS system works when we're creating new entities. So because in the last episode, we set up the ability to delete an entity, which really just sets the map to 0, that affords us the opportunity to now reuse an entire column in the database if nothing is there. So what do I mean by this? So if we head back into our entities here, we notice from delete entity by ID here, we just set the entire map to 0. And that means every single row for that column, it might have data in it, but it's not data we really care about. So that means an entire column is just completely ignored. It's a dead entity. What if we refactored so that when we create a new entity, we reuse that spot? And that way we don't constantly grow our vector, but rather we're just reusing areas that have been deleted. So if we, let's say we have like maybe 50 entities on the screen at the same time, but we keep on deleting them and add new ones over the entire course of the game, we might have thousands, but we would only have like 50 or so size vector here. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and get a test running for ourselves. So in entities, I'm gonna have a new test. So in this case, what are we testing? We're testing that we're gonna take up an earlier spot after we delete. So creating entities after deleting inserts into created spot. I don't actually think this is going to be a integration test here. Now that I think about it, this probably is just going to be a unit test, or at least like just a test isolated to entities here, because like everything still works the way we sort of expect it to. So let's do this in here. So I'm gonna do test, give me a function, created entities are inserted into deleted entities columns. Okay, so how is this gonna work? Let's create our entities, let's register some components, and sort of like imagine what this would work like for us. Create entities, default, let's register some components here. Now in this case, it doesn't really matter, right? We can register, we can just use health. That's fine. So entities dot register component. Okay, so we register health. We can then create an entity with component. We're going to probably create 2 entities. So entities dot create entity with component, and this can be health. Okay, so let's do health 100. And then we'll do entities create entity with component. Let's do like health 50. So if I delete the first one, so if we do entities dot delete, no, not component, delete entity by ID, we give it the ID of 0, so it's the first one. All that's going to be left is this 50. And then if I create another one again, so entities dot create entity with components, and let's do like health 25. what I would expect if I did a query here, that position 0 is going to have the 25 in it. So let's reach in and we'll grab that position 0 out and see what it is. Now, we know to begin with, it's going to be this 100. Well, we really want it to be this 25. So first of all, we have the map, right? So the map should be a 1 and not a 0. So we're going to assert equals. This can be entities dot map. Yeah, it's just entities dot map. Entities dot map of position 0. We expect you to be equal to 1. What else would we expect here? Well, we want to actually extract out the first item, so we need the type ID. This is going to be the just tell type ID. Okay, so get the type ID of health, and then I should be able to get this out. So let we're gonna extract this out, this component, the health component out. So it's gonna be like wrapped healths. Let's see, this is gonna be the components we're going to get, and then it's gonna be a reference to the type ID. We can unwrap here because we know this exists. So that gives us U, and if we want the first one, so maybe we can do an asref and then we can get the first. Oh, you don't know how to give me what that is because here this option. Can I get the first one here? Take ownership of this. Can I do an asref here? Okay, it gives me this one and then unwrap again. Okay, so now I have this wrapped health. I then want to borrow this. Now I don't think I can like do a borrow here, even when using asref. Or maybe I can. Will this actually run? Oh, let's make this temporarily pass. I want to, nope, didn't want to open that. I want to, okay. So when I'm using asref like this, I can actually inline and like do the borrow together. So the borrow gives me a refdine any. And now if I want to like downcast this essentially, I don't think I can do, let's see, I can do like a ref. I do a downcast ref here. You're going to be a health. Can I do that in one line? So far, yes. And then I want to unwrap. And if I run this, so far it's okay with this. So it's a single line now to get this wrapped health, which is actually just the health. So it's the health of the first item. Now, we want it to be 25. We know it's going to be 100. So we're going to assert equal that health dot 0 is equal to 25. And then we expect this to, obviously fail. Okay, so here we go. Creates a temporary, which is freed while still in use. I was sort of expecting this to happen, but basically at this borrow right here, we we need to like make sure we're not losing that. Maybe we can do something like ref here, but I don't think that it's gonna work. It still creates this borrow here. So what we need to do is we need to let's see, we're gonna borrow here, borrowed health. We're gonna end you right here, and then we can do let health equals borrowed health, and then do the downcast ref and everything else. And now we're gonna get left doesn't equal right. We had a 100, and it should be a 25. Okay, perfect. And I'm gonna put this back to a 1. So now we're gonna get our failures of like the 0 is not a 1 either. All right, so now that we have our test, let's go ahead and make this all pass. So when we go ahead and delete something, we do set the map to 0. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That lets us know when we query things that nothing is in here. This component is completely empty. But that should also let us know, hey, this component, though this entity has no components, we can completely use it. In create entity right here, we it looks like it's just adding in a new component. It's just pushing a none into into position. We should only do that if there are no zeros. So what we really want to do first is find the first 0 if there is one. So I think what we can do is if let self dot let's do map dot find iter dot find. Do you not like the keyword map? If let, hold on, did it wrong. If let sum, and so this is going to be the map index. I want to find index. This is going to be the index equals self.map.iter find. Is there? See a find there. I think I might need to enumerate. And then we can find. Now this is going to give us an option back, so that's why I have this if let sum. And then we have our predicate. Okay, so we have this callback function essentially with closure. And I want to find if it's a 0. So it's going to be the map. I guess in this case, it's going to be the index, and it's going to be like the actual like map value. So maybe like the mask. I want to return this to be true if it's 0. So let's do mask dot is 0. I think there like is a 0. Is power of 2? Maybe there isn't. Let's do. We're gonna have to dereference the mask twice because it is a reference, double referenced here. If that is equal to a 0, we return that. That gives us an option which comes into here, so we can now see the index and the U32. So let's go ahead, index, and we don't really care about that actual map value. We know it's a 0 at this point in time. So if we have found you, so if there is a 0 in here, it's available for usage. We probably want to store something in here, like inserting into, like some little bit of state that we can then utilize inside of this with component. So what would we call this? Let's see. Inserting into index maybe, and you could be a usize. So in this case, for create entity, I don't actually need to do anything here. We're just going to set self dot inserting into index is equal to the index. And that's it, we're done. Now, in here, if we have an else, then it means we haven't found anything with 0. It's time for us to basically create all of these. So we push into the map, and we also push a none onto all the components. At the very end of this, we're then going to return self. So that should be fine here. So now we have this inserting to index. Doesn't really help us yet. Let's see, this index, we don't really need you. We just need that to make sure we get the index out of here. All right, so with component, our map index, if I just change this to be self dot the inserting into index, like that, that's a U size. Will that just make everything work for us? Let's find out. Let's run the test. It does not. Okay, so what happened? Insert into left equals right. Okay, so left is still 100, right is 25. So we did not successfully overwrite the data that we had in there. So let's double check and like read through what this actually is doing, and not just assume. So some components. Left component is this. So last component is getting this like the last component here. Well, that's not super helpful for us. We're gonna want to make that like get by ID or something. So like if we have a component, we get that. I don't want this to be last components. I want this to probably be just the components. Let's do like a get mute. So get mute, and then the index, which is going to be this map index. I think at this point we could probably just call this the index. So index here, and then the OKR, component. Okay, so then last component, we don't want. This is just components. Now this is a specific one, so you're just a single components. So you're all the components, and then I get a single component out of here. For that single component, we then reset you to be what you want. We want you to be. Now, bitmask. Okay, so then it's gonna be the same thing here. Self the bitmask, I get type ID unwrap. Okay, so we do that. That gives us just this number here. Self.map, just this index, and we change it. Otherwise, we return this error. Okay, let's try this. And now our test is passing. So we are successfully reusing elements, rows essentially, columns really to be exact, inside of the ECS database. And that means that if we delete things, deletion is super fast. We just delete the map. And then recreating things again is super fast because we're using the same columns inside of all the components. So because of that, this can be fast if we're having like lots of things being created, deleted, created, deleted, created, deleted. If you ever have to do that inside of any kind of game or anything else, this is a perfect pattern for that. Is there anything we need to do to clean this up? I don't think so. I don't see any warnings or any errors. So I think we're done here. Now we still have a little bit more to do with the project, but the actual coding part is finished. Now we need some like DevOps and other things, but those will be coming up in future videos, and I'll see you in them. Bye.